Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 6th, so welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas. Today there's going to be a lot of infographics slash images on the screen because I am going to do some off-screen planning for my temperature blanket for 2022. Temperature blankets are a really big project. What it is you choose a day, sorry, that's a lie. You choose a place and you are going to do a blanket based around the temperature for a year of that place. And so you could do it for your hometown, or maybe you want to do it for the place where someone you love lives, and you don't even have to do it for the current year. You can actually do it for a previous year. So maybe you want to do it for the year you and your spouse met, or the year you were born, or something like that. I've done 2 temperature blankets. The first one I made for my mom, and since she had moved away to another state, it was of our hometown for that year. And I'll be honest, I didn't finish it. It was rather pretty, but it was getting too damn big. And considering she lived in Florida, I didn't think she needed an enormous blanket. So this year I started in August. It was pretty late to start my temperature blanket, but I started one for the town that I live in now for myself. And I decided to not do a rainbow theme, but I definitely kind of chose colors on the fly. Right now I am up to date. I have 1 row per each day of the year from January 1st all the way through December 5th. And so I am getting close to the end of the year and I want to work on planning for next year's blanket. I have been watching a lot of TL Yarn Crafts, that channel here on YouTube. They do a lot of planning videos around certain projects as well as talking about temperature blankets. So if you're interested, I'll have a lot of links to useful videos down below. But it got me back into the mood of wanting to plan my blanket for next year because I think I'm actually going to try some yarn I've never tried before. A brand that I have seen before and is rather aesthetically pleasing is Paint Box Yarn, and I believe this is available through lovecrafts.com. These, especially right now, are 25% off, but otherwise they are $3.50 in US dollars for light worsted DK yarn, and it's acrylic yarn, which is fine. That's what I work with all the time. And the skeins are 3.5 ounces. So let me go grab a normal skein that I'm used to see like what that weight is, because I'm super not used to I'm really not used to like going by the weight of them, but there are a lot of colors. I think I could come with a really cool color palette. So the yarn that I've been using for this year's temperature blanket is thicker and the skeins are larger. So this year I used Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn Super Soft and their savings brand. These are $4.99 US for a skein that is, I just saw it, 7 ounces. So this is twice the size, just about twice the price, kind of actually a little bit more expensive, but this is also a heavier weight yarn. I don't want to do a strictly rainbow type blanket. I think what I'm gonna go for is more of like a berry shade blanket. So like purpley, pinky, magenta, that kind of thing. I haven't even told you like what the pattern I'm doing. Again, I'm taking inspiration from Tony from TL Yarn Crafts. I'm going to be doing a linen stitch square, which I also call a moss stitch. And this is the current stitch that I'm doing for my temperature blanket, but instead of doing a row, like just a straight row per each color, I'm going to be doing a square, like a granny square of the linen stitch per each month. And in each of those squares there will be a day per each row. I'm gonna hop in and come back to you once I've figured out my colors. I've decided, so let's go through. I will have my cart up here on the screen as we go, but I'm going to be doing red wine, which is a nice dark red, raspberry pink, tea rose, vintage pink, candy floss pink, summer sky blue, blush pink, dusty lilac, washed teal, and rich teal. It's not terrible, and this will actually last me quite a bit depending on how much I use per each row. The project is gonna be a lot smaller than some of my other ones, so I might have to end up ordering more, but the big thing here is I really wanted to just get my yarn ordered so I can do some more planning from there. If these come by the end of Vlogmas, I'll actually do an unboxing for you with the yarn so that we can see what they look like in person, maybe try them out a little bit. And yeah, I think 2022, my temperature blanket will be more of a feature on the channel, but if you have any questions about temperature blankets, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to share info with you and go over my logic here. But I think once we have the yarn in hand, it'll be a lot easier to talk about and plan. But I think doing the 12 squares and choosing our temperature gauge, which I will decide once I have the yarn, but I know that my temperature will probably be like 1 to 2 for every 10 degrees. But I just want to do this like pre-planning step with you for now. I hope you enjoy this kind of video. I know it's not like how I would normally show this information. Like usually I would show it like once I have the yarn in hand and once we're a little into the year, but I want to do some pre-planning stuff so that you guys have I guess like an insight into what's coming down the road. I don't have my hat done yet. I have started it. It's going to be another ridged hat, and I'm using 2 colors here. I think I might run out of this, and I have this pink one here, but this is like one of the speckled ones from Michaels, and this is just the impeccable from Michaels. If I do run out of yarn, I'm not going to count it as a fail, because like I'm pretty far so far in the hat. I do it in one piece and then it wraps around at the end. If I run out of yarn, we're gonna call it a wash, and I'll finish it tomorrow as well as the hat for tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you're working on, if you have any like year-long projects for next year, and we can chat about those. But otherwise, I will see you tomorrow.